Okay, everybody, we're going to go ahead and get started. I know some people are going to probably come on late, but we have a lot to cover tonight. Right now, I'm just doing new rep Zooms once a month. If it seems like we start getting a great turnout like we were last year, then I may go to twice a month because the more you learn, the better you do. We also will still continue to have the sales Zooms every month, which is the first Monday of every month, normally at 8 o'clock, no, 7 o'clock, it's normally at 7. But this is, for those who have been with us a while, it's a refresher type thing. There's some things you're like, well, I thought I knew everything. We never know anything. I've been doing this for 15 years, and there's always something new that you can learn in this business and in life, or how to apply it. So we're going to start with some basics. I'm going to be offering some things that are going to be business tools that you can be entered to earn these, to win these. But it's going to be a deal where I don't want you to enter it just so that you can say, yeah, I got this. If it's something that you absolutely are like, man, I could really use that in my business, then I'm going to give you some homework. And as I show you these things, you're going to do the homework if you want it. And that homework is very easy. It's just emailing me with answering a couple of questions, being very specific about what you think that you can use that I'm offering to you, because I'm not going to lie. Some of these things I've earned myself. Some of these I have purchased in order to be able to pay it forward with my team and give you some business tools that will help you in business. But not every business tool works for every representative. It's kind of like brochure or e-store or combination of both. It's the same thing. Now, both works for me, but I can remember 15 years ago, the brochure was really the way that everybody got potential customers' attention. And I still believe that. I think we are different from any other direct sales company out there. We don't have a monthly or a quarterly brochure. We have new products coming out every 2 weeks, whether it's home and fashion or beauty or skincare, whatever it may be. We kind of give the customer a reason to say, oh, new Avon book, what's coming out now? Because every time they want to know what's Avon into today. So you'll see. I mean, obviously, if anybody, I've been getting emails all day, we are already out of the iconic Christmas tree. And believe me, I'm in the same boat with y'all. Got orders for these sons of guns, and guess what? Can't get my hands on them, okay? I'm not happy either. But I have found out with being with Avon for the last 15 years, guys, you're not dumb. You're smart people. That's why you're with the company. If you see something and you know, or you have this itch, this gut instinct that says, man, I think that's going to be a popular item. My suggestion to you is grab a couple, grab 2, grab 3, wait for your customers to order it, and then you have it, okay? Sometimes there's not even going to be enough for that. Now, I will tell you, here's something to think about. When all of this Christmas stuff was ordered, it was ordered by what I always call our old daddies. We are now owned by LG, and none of this was done by them, because everything is ordered and bought in here 6 months in advance, sometimes longer than that. So they're the ones who said, we're going to get X amount of these, and we think this is going to do it. Yeah, it was a bad call by them. They probably could have gotten double what they said, maybe even triple, and we probably would have sold them all and still ran out. But I don't think we would have run out in campaign 24. Maybe in 25, maybe in 26, but I don't think in 24. But we can't dwell on what we don't have. What you have to know is we don't have any more of these. So what are you going to move on with and entice people? So that's something I want you to think of, that this is kind of a learning curve for you as a new representative, and sometimes even as an established representative. They're learning curves like, oh no, I'm gonna lose this customer because I don't have this product? Number one, I don't think they were ever meant to stay if you're going to lose them over a product, okay? There are, hundreds upon thousands of other products. It's always disappointing when you lose a sale because we can't get the product. But remember, there's a new book coming, or there could be something else. It could require a redirection by us. What does this person like? What does that like? Well, hey, I see it was this Christmas tree. Have you looked at this? It's page so-and-so on the book. Don't always go, oh, I'm sorry, I don't have it. We don't have that. We already ran out. We're not getting any more. So sorry, click. No. No. That's not what you do. You have to have a conversation with these people and figure out what is it that they like. You know they like the Christmas tree. So, okay, let's think about knowing our product. That's festive, it's something that lights up, but what else do we have that lights up that we have in stock? I try to keep notes on a daily basis, especially with seasonal stuff that says, okay, this is what I know we have, but as you'll notice, and a lot of you who have earned my Business Booster packets for putting in your Kickstart and doing 150 or more in your first 2 orders, you will notice that I sent you these covers. These covers for me are what tell me, wait a minute, that's my book. I can't give my book away. I have got to keep one book that is my own book. And the reason is because I go through this book, and when I find out something's no longer available, I put a big old, take my my marker, and I put a big old X on it, because I want to know when I'm talking to that customer, hey, we don't have this anymore, but hey, let me tell you what we do have. So a lot of this, again, you'll hear me say a lot, this is conversations that you have to have with your customers. But it is a learning curve for you to say, how do I turn this into a sale? And I got news for you. We're not the only industry that has to learn that. Car dealers have to learn that. Remember, they don't let you walk out of that dealership or they want to sell you a car. If it's somebody selling a house, if it's somebody in Macy's, if it's somebody who's demonstrating something in Sam's Club or Costco or BJ's or whatever it is, they want to give you a taste of that food or a sampling of that lotion, whatever it may be, because they don't want you to leave without it. So the sales rhetoric, you know what? It is what it is, and we're always going to have things that we don't have. So if you're experiencing that, you are your first time, welcome to the club. We've been doing this now for a few years. Then, of course, we got Campaign 25, and we have Campaign 26 books. As a new representative, we have had a recent change. We used to be able to order up to 2 campaigns back from the campaign that we were in. In other words, we were in campaign, let's say we're in 25. You could take orders from 24 and 23, and you can honor the sale prices of those. So that helps you, like, if a book was floating around somewhere and somebody decided they got your book and they wanted to place an order. The change is we now can only back order 1 campaign and honor the sale prices. So, for instance, we're in 24 right now, which is coming to an end tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So you could order from a Campaign 23 book, which may have a better price on something, for your customer. If you're putting in that order, you can do that and get that price for them, but only 1 back. Once this turns to 25, 24 book is still good. So always keep in mind when people say, well, Molly, I've heard you say in your videos, you never throw away a brochure. No, I don't throw away a brochure. And the reason I don't is because there's a lot of people looking for an Avon representative. And rather some of those products are not there anymore, or rather it is a different price. I want to figure out how I can establish this person as a customer for me. So rather than going and buying new books every time that I didn't use, I buy new books every single campaign. But if I have older books that they haven't gone anywhere, I use those books and just put, this is a copy of an older brochure. please call me for a new brochure if you're interested. Believe it or not, they call or text me and say, hey, picked up your brochure in this salon or this place of business, or so-and-so gave me this brochure, and my first question is, what campaign is it? Could you give me the campaign number? And when they do, I go, look, a lot of that stuff you can still get, but I would love to get a new brochure in your hand. What's your address so I can get that for you? Rather I mail it, meet them in person, take it to their house, whatever it is. The brochure is key to everything, especially whether it's your e-brochure or it is the brochure that you sit down and you page through, the paper brochure. Now, I want everybody to, this is my email. I need everybody to make sure you have this who's interested in anything I'm going to be showing you. It's molly7720@gmail.com. This is where your homework is going to go to. And this is going to be live for anybody who is on the call live tonight and anybody who watches the replay when I put it up tomorrow morning within 48 hours of me putting it up. If you are any older than that watching this, well, I hope it's great information for you. But my people who are on here right now, who have said, nope, I'm penciling this in, this is important to me, they are getting first dibs. I don't know what to tell you. So everybody who is on live, and I'm marking your names down as they're here, and you all are going to get 2 entries for everything that you end up telling me that you're interested in, okay? So this is what it's going to be. So you're going to email me, and all you're going to put in the regarding is Zoom, because this is a Zoom call. That way I know it's one of you. Also, if you're watching the replay right now and you're not on the live call, obviously I know when I'm going to put this up, right? So you know, don't be lying to me. Just quit it. And if you're watching this on YouTube, this is only for my team, okay? So you can't get in on those things because you're not on my team. But for my team, if you're watching this 48 hours or less from post, you can get in on this. You're going to email me. You're going to put Zoom. And then you're going to let me know what you're interested in winning in this raffle. And it can be all of them. You can say, Molly, I want it all. I want everything you got. I want one of each. And if that's what you want and you think you can use it, then that's what I want to go into the email. But I'm going to kind of zoom in on a couple of things here with what I'm offering. One, we are November going into December, and there's a lot of people who are interested in doing events, and that can be a craft show at a church. It can be an event at a firehouse. It can be an event you're having at an open house. It can be anything that you want to call your own personal event. And the things that I'm going to offer are things that might help you out a little bit. And a couple of them are going to help you out because I'm hoping it's going to help you be a better representative, to take ownership of what you're doing or not doing in your business. Because there is a lot of that going on. There's a lot of people who come into this business and they talk time and time again about what they're going to do and how they're going to do it, and they're going to make this much and they're going to do this and that. And what happens is it's talk, but there's no action behind it. Hey, Wendy, good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Linda, I see you too. I see you on there. Thanks for being on here. I see Pam also, Cynthia. I think everybody else I have got. Yes, okay, so I've got you marked down for being here, so thank you for putting something in the chat box so I can see that. Okay, so real quick, I want to show you what I have to offer, and let me tell you something. Some of this stuff you can't get now. I'm so excited to give it away because you can't get it now. You can't even go on the Avon site and get it. But I think that these are things, if you use these things wisely, they have the ability to help you in areas in your business. Now, I'm not telling you you're going to use this stuff and, oh my gosh, it's going to bring you $300 more in sales as soon as you use it. No, because the business tools I've used through my business, I use them all the time. And sometimes they're working and they'll work faithfully, and other times I won't get anything from them, okay? So, but these are, I'm so excited about the first thing because I have just been waiting to show y'all this. I didn't even know I had them until I did this move. And I found them and said, where did I get these things at? This is crazy that I haven't been using them. And then I found out that I earned them in an incentive with Avon. I just must have tucked them away in a safe place. Look at these brochure holders. These are plastic. These are plastic, okay? I've already put them together, so you ain't got to figure it out, which is good, but I'll send you directions in case they come apart. But it's also a business card holder, too. So you've got the brochures, which slip in here, has Avon on it. You can put your business cards there in case for some reason the brochures would be gone, right? So they can take your business card and ask you for a brochure. You know, and it's kind of cool because it's like, okay, so here's my business card. You take this, you slip it in there, and you know what? Hey, there it is. And everybody can get your stuff. It's nice. They got your information. I have 4 of these. 4 of these. But what I would like to know is, what do you plan on doing with these if you own it? Where are you planning on putting them? See, for me, this is where, you know, you say you're scared to ask people. See, I give you things that are going to help you come out of your box. See, you're over here in this box, and I want to know what you're going to do with it. Are you going to take it to the are you going to go to the laundromat and ask the manager, hey, can I leave this in? I'll be in to refill it. If you want anything from the book, I'll give you 10% off your order for letting me come in here and refill these all the time. Are you going to take it to your hair salon? Are you going to ask the manager, hey, could I leave these on your table? This way it'll keep them neat and you don't have to worry about them being all over the table. Are you going to take this into another place of business or a restaurant or somewhere where they'll let you set up? And this is what I think when I see these. But I absolutely love these because everywhere it says Avon. No matter where they're sitting, they're going to see the Avon logo, which is really, really nice. So I have 4 of these. So I want to know what you plan on doing with those. And then for people who have events, it's nothing like, you know how it is, people come up, you go up to some tables and you don't even know what them people are selling. You have no clue. You just go up, you're looking, you're like, is it beauty? Is it Pamper Chef? What is it? Is it pots and pans? Is it Tupperware? What is it that people are doing? But you need something to draw people to you. And I talked on the sales call about having these little notepads that we have with questionnaires that I will end up putting in the group for you that simply say what's your name, your address, your phone number, your email. Do you have an Avon representative? If no, would you like one? Are you interested in making an extra $200 to $300 per month? And you can add anything on there that you want to, but there's 4 to a page, and I'll end up putting this in the Team Onward group so that you can print these off, save it to your computer, and print it off, very generic. Then you cut them up. But I'm going to have a set of 2 of these that I'm going to be giving to somebody. Here is the other one, 1, 2, hold on. 1, 2 here. We're going to be giving these bad boys away, but we're also going to be giving away 2 of the Avon visors with it. So you're going to have something on your head that says Avon. You're going to have a nice little note that you don't got to buy. I mean, how nice is this that you ain't got to go to Target or Staples now and buy it because your Avon mama going to just give these to you if you earn them, thank you very much, and you'll be able to do it. So I have got 2 sets of these, so 4 of the brochure holders, 2 sets of those. And then for people who tell me that they are doing what they should be doing, and when I say, well, what is that? What are you doing? Because, see, I hold you accountable. You're going to take my time up. You're going to talk to me. I'm going to hold you accountable. And I say, tell me what you've done to run your business. And I don't think that they're not doing it. I think they're going, oh my gosh, okay, so this was the kids that don't remember what I was doing. Everybody should have some sort of notepad or something. And this actually has Avon on it. And it is, you flip this open. It has a notepad. It has a place for your license or your credit cards. It's got a pen with it. It folds up very neatly. The notepads are replaceable with anything generic. But I have 2 of these bad boys. But I want to know, why should you be the one who is picked for this? What is it that this is going to help you keep organized in your life? What are you going to use this for besides shoving it in the drawer to collect dust or throwing it in your purse and forgetting it's in the bottom of your purse? How will you use this? What about this will help you become a more organized, business-oriented person? Because I got to be honest, for me, whether it was life, because look, when I started this business, I had a full-time job. I was working 50 to 60 hours a week. I had a second job delivering newspapers at night twice a week. I would run my whole day, go back out at 12:30 at night, deliver papers till 5:30 in the morning, then come home and start all over again. And I was trying to start a business up. So I got to tell you right now, it is huge when your mind is all over the place. But if I did not keep myself organized with what I needed to do, the top 3 things for the day in business and the top 3 things in life, which means don't leave your kids at school. You got to go pick your kids up. You know, sometimes you got to put it on the list or you might forget. But these are great. And I also love this too, because if I handed somebody a brochure right there in the post office line or whatever, I could get their information, and it was in my Avon notepad. So it helped me run my business. And it said Avon, so it's fabulous all over again. Okay, so again, Molly7720@gmail.com. These are the things that on this new rep training and refresher that you can get. And by the way, for my girls that are on here that have been with me a while and you're here for the refresher, you're absolutely in on this too, because I got to tell you the truth, I don't think I've offered this before in all the trainings that I've done. Me moving was a very good thing for you all. I located all the stuff I've had and that I have obtained that now I can share with you. So that's the email. That's what you're going to do with that. Now, a lot of you are going to say, okay, I see that you're on here and you're giving me the training. You're not the person I signed up with. So tell me, who are you? Very quickly, I'm probably, if I'm not your Avon mama, I'm probably your Avon grandmama or your great-grandmama or your great-great-grandmama, because our team goes down 5 generations. There are almost 700 of you on my team. And a lot of you are just off doing your own thing because you got it. You know what you want to do. You know exactly where your business is. So somewhere, if you got the invite for this Zoom or anything I send out, it's because you are connected to me in some way. A lot of you that are on the call or directly, you are actually I'm your mama. I'm your Avon mama because you directly related to me. Kind of like not blood related, but kind of like not DNA, you know. So I'm your person you go to, but I am that second person for you. Team Onward is my group. That is where I make sure you have everything Avon has for you. I have everything that I feel like Avon is putting out there for you. And just recently, we have gotten back into these trainings and the sales meetings and all of that stuff. I see that Stacy and Wendy, Wendy is Stacy's first recruit, congratulations. They are both on the call tonight. I love that. That's fabulous. Stacy is off to this boom start, and Wendy's so excited. I can see it. She can't wait to get going. So I'm like all excited about that. That's great. So thank you for both of you being on here. And boy, Stacy, you're on fire, girl. Keep it up. You're on fire. Now, Wendy, I know you haven't gotten this yet because I just made yours up today. But most everybody who is on here has gotten a packet from me in the mail or by email. And you're going to get also a text from me that is going to give you information about the groups and everything else. And this information, look, I don't give you anything you don't need. I got to tell you the truth. Avon gives a lot of stuff out, and if I think it's whack and you don't need it, I'm like, I don't need them taking time to read this. Who needs this? I do not. But when I share something or I send you something, it's because I feel like it's very important to you and take the few minutes to go through it. I call what I send you my Avon Bible. It's what I feel like is some of the most important things in Avon that you need to know that will partner with you with success. And for a lot of you, brand new, if you have been in LOA 0 through 7, LOA is length of association, how many campaigns you've been with Avon. Not how many that you put an order in for, but from the moment you put your first order in, how many campaigns have you been with Avon? And if you're in that 0 to 7, you're in our Kickstart program, and you have the ability to do some things that nobody else in Avon can do because you're a new rep. You have the ability that if you meet goals, that you can earn 40% on everything in the book. Now, if you don't, the world doesn't come to an end. You just make the percentages that any other representative would make. But this Kickstart paper takes you through your goals and also lets you track what you're doing. First order can be any size order. You're going to make 40%. Second order has to be $150 or more to keep that 40%. Third one, $200. Fourth one, $250. It goes on and on and on and on and on. It's a campaign goal, Wendy, not a monthly goal. So, like for instance, Wendy, is your first order supposed to be campaign 25? I'm wondering, maybe 25 or 26, whenever you're supposed to start. If you started earlier, that's okay. You can. But whatever your first order is that you put in, not your e-store customers, that you put in, when you put that first personal order in, that is the start of your official campaign. So if you put in an order in campaign 25, that means it can be any size. You're going to get 40%. Your second campaign is going to have to be 150 or more. My first order was 2 weeks ago, you think? Now, Wendy, first order 2 weeks ago, but was that an online order or an order that you put in personally for a customer? Matter of fact, let me do something real quick. Hang with me 1 second here, guys, because let me see here. We are going to... I'm going to go ahead and start sharing my screen here because I won't. Hold on. Let's see here, because I want to be able to get into my Avon. All right, let's see here. Can you all see the screen? I should be down the side, but can you see the screen? I'm trying to get somebody where I can actually see them here, see their face. So Stacy, yes, you can see my screen I shared? Yes? Okay, good, thank you. Okay, so I sign into this, and then what I'm gonna do is we're gonna take a look real quick, Wendy. Hold on 1 minute. I'm gonna go over here to my team. This isn't, what I'm doing now is not anything that you all need to know right now. This is just where I can track anybody I need to on the team. If you are a leader, have anybody that you signed up, you can do the same thing. Let me see here. Let's go down here. And let's find Miss Wendy. There's Miss Wendy. We are going to see. We are going to see. Okay, well, actually, okay, you're pending with your first order. Okay, you haven't put in, wow. Online. Wendy, you doing good, girl. Can I just tell you, you awesome. Look at that. Okay. So, Wendy, you actually signed up on 11/6, okay? You had a direct delivery order we see here. Now, look at, Wendy, do you see what you're making off that order, girl? You're making $81 off that freaking order. Girl, you are rocking it. You've been in days. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. Okay, but Wendy, you have not put in a personal order yet. So what I'm talking about is going to youravon.com, which is what I'm going to show you tonight as soon as we get done here. And you put in like whatever you want for you, whether you're getting it out of the demo book or you're ordering more brochures so you can handle brochures out. Orders that are coming to you, not orders that are going to your customers that they order. That is the difference. E-store, like when I go in and place an order, I go to youravon.com and then I put in my account number like I just did in my password. What your customers do is mine go to youravon.com/Molly Stone. They go to my e-store. They order, they pay Avon, they do the mailing and everything of getting the order to the customer, and then I make the commission off of it, which is fabulous. So let me look here. Let me look at the chat real quick. Hold on, guys. I had a $208 online order. Dun, 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 dun. Well, what they show here is actually the leadership sales, which is different. It's the leader, which you actually make off of them, so don't worry about that. But the great thing is you made $81 because that red right there means that you got an $81 credit with Avon, which I don't know. It's fabulous. It's just fabulous. Wendy, you went ahead and you signed up for the direct deposit, the rapid pay. Did you sign up for all that, hopefully? I'm watching to see. And you're ordering tomorrow. That's great. Wendy, when you do that, that opens you up. That means campaign 24 is going to be your official first campaign. So you see how it says held direct delivery? The reason that is held, that tells me a lot because I was talking to Stacy about this today for you, is you have not placed your first personal order yet. So what happened is when you do that, everything, not to mention the holiday, within 48 hours, you normally get that. But whenever anything happens around the weekend, nothing transfers on the weekend. And then we had Veterans Day, which is one more day that nothing is getting done. But you should see this week within 48 hours. Plus, you're putting in your order tomorrow, which is great too, okay? So you should be good to go on that. Let me see here. So let me go out of the Zoom here for a minute. Okay, we're going to get out of, we want to get out of Wendy's details. I don't like showing everybody other. Okay, so let's go back to Avon now. That's the other thing I want to show you. So let's start with, everybody should be getting one of these. And if you're on here and you have it and you've been with Avon more than 3 or 4 campaigns, you need to contact me in that email too and say, Molly, I haven't gotten a packet from you. Because I could do one up for you. It's not a problem. We get it coming out. But I send this to everybody, not just people who are directly under me, the whole team. I take care of this for my leaders. So everybody should be getting that packet that I'm talking about here. But we're not going over that tonight because that's not what we're supposed to be doing. So anytime you're in something you don't want to be in, let's say you're in the order slot and you're like, oh my gosh, I don't even know what I'm doing right here. I just need to go back to the beginning. Anytime you need to go back to the beginning, all you have to do is click Avon now, and when you do, it's going to update and bring you right back here to the main page. Now look, there's all kinds of ways to place orders with Avon, besides the fact that your customers can go to your e-store. We're not even dealing with e-store. This is you. This is you leaving your books somewhere, you passing out your books and following up, and people calling you saying, hey, I want X, Y, and Z. I'm placing my order with you. And then on your order day that you pick, you go in and you place the order. You pay for your part of the order that you're supposed to. And then Avon mails everything to you. And then you deliver it to the customer. So that's what we're dealing with. We call that personal orders that you're taking care of, hand-to-hand combat with the customers. So you can actually hit here where it says order products. And if you do that, you can go down per category, brochures, flyers, blah, blah, blah. I don't do it that way. I'm going to show you the easiest way I do it, okay? And you can go take the Avon U courses, remember that. And it's going to show you every which way that you can order. But for me, I like to take the simplest way for you all so that you know what you're doing. So what I do is up here in the left-hand corner in pink, underneath Avon U training, and look, don't worry about not getting all this because this is going to be recorded. This is going to be on YouTube. I'm going to share it in the group and send it out to everybody. And you're going to be able to go back and watch whatever parts you want to over and over again. Okay? So don't stress about what you may not be getting everything. You can go back and you can watch it again. So I go up here where it says enter items, and I click that. And when I click that, it brings me up to an order page. And this is especially one thing that I've gotten my customers very used to, and this is, again, just what I do. I tell my customers I need a few things from them when they're ordering, whether it's by email, whether it's by text, or whether it's by phone. I tell them I need to know the campaign number of the brochure they're ordering from. I tell them that I need the item number of the product, and I need to know what it is. Don't just call and give me a bunch of numbers. Tell me you're ordering the Christmas tree, and the item number is, how many you need, and also what is the price of that item. So my customers know now. They'll call and they'll say, hey, Molly, I'm looking here at the Campaign 24 book, and I need item 788629. It's the light up Christmas tree on page 3, and it's $24.99. The next thing I need, Molly, is the men's gray slipper 787952. I need an extra large, which is a men's 910 at $12.99. Don't be afraid to ask your customers for what you need, because it's going to help you charge them the correct price. Because if that shoe in Campaign 25 goes up to $24.99 because it was on sale for $12.99, and you don't put it in for the right campaign, you can't call Avon and get that fixed, okay? Let's be clear about that. You can't call Avon and get that fixed. So you want to know exactly what it is that they are ordering and what the price is. No, Wendy, I was not on your website, honey. What I can see is your transactions. I can't see what your customers buy. I can't see your invoices. What I can see is, what is the total amount of your order? If you have a credit, if it was an e-store or your personal order, and anything else that goes on. So you're going to youravon.com. When you go to youravon.com, or hey, now you can go to avonnow.com too, okay? They're both the same. They're going to go to the same place. But you're going to go to youravon.com. Don't put in your name, the part at the end, just youravon.com. And then you're going to put in your account number and your password. And this is where we're at, right there, okay? So this is where we're at. This is what you see me doing. The other thing you're going to see is this is going to be pre-populated with your name in it, which is something you don't see in the e-store, so you'll know you're in the wrong place. This has got my name on here, and by the way, every other customer I have that's in here, all my customers are in here, all 498 of them are all in here in one way or another. So see where you can go in 15 years, 498 customers. So now the first thing I do when I'm putting in these orders like this is I add the customer. I add the customer to it. Now, a lot of people will put everything just underneath their name. To me, that's a little bit confusing. I want to make sure, and I'm going to move this over here so I can see what we're doing here. So let's see here. Like it says, okay, select a customer. So I kept a couple of orders out so that you could see me put them in. I know these people are in here. I'm looking for Jennifer and Kyla Brown. So here's Jennifer and Kyla Brown. I bring them up. Let's see here. Let's see. Well, actually, that probably is not the right one. It probably should be just Jennifer Brown. There it is, Jennifer Brown. Now, Jennifer's already been added to my book, or to my customers thing, which is really, really great. But Jennifer wanted the Christmas tree. Now watch, this is good because we already know this is out of stock, right? So I'm putting in 788629. Look what happens right there. no longer available. That's the light up tree right here. Now, I'm just going to leave this on here for a minute. Now, I want to show you something. This says this product is no longer available. That's how we know that Avon's not getting any more in, okay? But if Avon is getting more in, like sometimes they'll get more jewelry in, or they'll be out of a lipstick and they're going to have more coming in, you're going to see down here where it says no longer available, you're going to see it's going to say, please notify me when it comes in. And you want to click that. You want to click that. And then what I do is start making notes for myself. Okay, she wanted the Christmas tree. Let's say they were telling me there was more coming in. Okay, so Jennifer wanted the Christmas tree. They're going to notify me. I need to remember that she's the one who wanted it. It's not going to keep track of that. It's up to you to keep track of that. You as the representative have got to say, okay, Jennifer wants a Christmas tree, and when she ordered it, it was $24.99. Now look here, you'll see here too, you see how I said, here's 24, they're saying it's going to be in 25. It didn't come out till 24, so you can't see anything before that. But on an item that's been out for a while, it's going to say campaign 23 that you can go back and order. And if it's a different price, you can put it in there. Now, there's nothing I can do here, except I can hit view similar products. Now, this is going to be a little bit weird because I don't think so. Let's see what they're going to say. They're going to give me anything related to Christmas or gifts or whatever. So on home and fashion and stuff like that, I don't do that, guys. I go right back up here. I just say, okay, they don't have it. But Jennifer, of course, is still here. But the next item she wants is she wants the gray slippers. So let's look here. All right, so here we go. It says, you see how that's not supposed to be coming out till 25? 25 isn't here yet, ladies, okay? So I can say add to the next campaign. Or I could go get them out of my demo book, because the demo book is something that's going to be coming, Wendy. Also, you're going to get a demo book until they discontinue them. You'll be getting a demo book in that order that you're placing tomorrow. Every campaign, it lets you see what's coming next, which is good. And if they have that in there, you can go order it in your demo book. Let's see here. I saw the chat. Let's see. Why is it? There it is. Let me see what the chat is saying here. Make sure I'm not missing anything. Okay, it will always it will always show the book price, Wendy. It has to show you the book price, because how else are you going to know that you have the right campaign with the right price? But once you go to the end and it bills out, Wendy, before you have to pay anything, it changes all of that. It gives you your discount off of it. And I'm going to show you without actually placing my order, because I'm not ready to do that yet. So you cannot put campaign 25 orders in until Wednesday. Wednesday is the first day for campaign 25. And that's another thing I want to tell you guys about. Even though a campaign lasts 2 weeks, my suggestion to you, especially at the holiday time, is to always put your order in at the beginning of the campaign. It's hard to do in the very beginning when you first start, because you don't even have the brochures that you need in order to do that. But when you can get the brochures and stuff that you need. In other words, when campaign 25 hits, I put in 2 orders a campaign. So I put in 1 at the very beginning for everybody who's already ordered from me, and then 1 towards the end. But I should already be giving out my campaign 26 books when I'm in campaign 25, because you want to be ready to place that order when campaign 26 comes, because you don't want to be one of the ones who don't get the Christmas products. So you want to place it as close to the beginning of the campaign as you can. And with this also, Wendy, one of the things you're going to get is you are going to get a calendar. You're going to get the rest of the 2019 calendar, so you see the dates, and also the 2020 calendar, so that you will have everything to say, okay, when does this start? When's this in? I need to know. You can just order catalogs, yes, and receipt books, etc. tomorrow. No. You don't have to. Just know that tomorrow is the last day that you can actually place a campaign 24 or 2024. Jesus, I'm like all confused here. Yeah, 24 order because 25 starts on Wednesday. So you should be ordering, if you don't have 25 brochures, you should be ordering those. And yes, you should be ordering your 26s also. So you have them both and you're ready to go. Write this down, Wendy, and if you have any problem, I think Stacy knows this too. If you have any problem, you contact us. In order for you to get campaign 25 brochures, let me show you this. Let me get out of the Zoom here. In order for you, when you order brochures, let me see if it'll let me do it. Hold on, let me go back into my name here. All right, and let me see, order. Okay, so you see that the brochures come in packs of 10. Now this is campaign 1, okay? Don't want to order campaign 1 brochures. But when you hit that brochure link that I just hit, campaign 25, make sure you don't get Spanish unless you want them. Your campaign 25s are right here. I'm going to move this over again. So if you want 25s, you got to remember they come in packs of 10. So if you want 20, you're going to get 2 packs. This is what the front of the book looks like. That's how I know. So quick shop, if I were going to do that, you see this come up, C25 pack of 10. Do you see here how it has C23? You're always ordering 2 campaigns ahead with brochures. But now that they've done this, you don't have to worry about that. So you want to hit the link for C25, and this is how, and you're going to hit whichever one you want, whether it's English. And by the way, the more you get, Wendy, the cheaper they are. For your first pack, it's $6.49. But the more you get, and they will combine it for the price, 25 and 26 together, the cheaper they are. You also in your packet will have something on that too that says if you buy 60 brochures, it's this much. If you buy 50 brochures, it's this much. So it's going to be cheaper for you. So you're going to get the 25s there, but you're also, let's keep going down. See the campaign 26s right here? You're going to want to get those too, because that's going to put you ahead of the game, and you want to stay ahead of the game no matter what. I'm not going to recommend outlets or anything like that. Last year they came out with a new rule with outlet that none of those products could be returned. It's final sale. So if somebody gets something and they don't like it, it don't fit, whatever it is, they cannot return it. They're stuck with it. I used to sell a bunch from the outlet, but when they came out with that rule, I stopped it. Because what if it's a broken necklace? What if something's not? It's an outlet. It's like going to Target and they have them having a clearance rack. It's a final sale. So if they want to go shopping online, they can shop it online. It's between them. And it says on every page final sale so that you know. So it's not like they're not telling them. They are telling them. But sometimes they just think that you as a rep can work miracles, and you can't, because Avon's not going to take it back from you. They're not going to let you return it. Everything else in the book, you have 120 days or 90 days is what I tell my customers. So it gives me 30 more days to get it back to Avon. They've got 3 months to send anything from the regular book back if they need to, if they don't like it, if it was a gift, if it didn't fit, but not from the outlet book. So that is where you're getting your books. Let's see. It's not really expensive. I know it appears that it is, but I have to tell you, when I started Avon 15 years ago, I got a pack of 10 brochures for $6.01. $6.01 15 years ago when I started. So to see that they've only gone up to $6.49 for a pack of 10, considering that we have brochures every 2 weeks, it is, believe me, they have really kept that down. And you got to remember, Our books have between 170 and 215 pages. So we're not talking about a 15-page brochure that they're charging us that price for 10. So it really isn't. And let me go ahead, because you all are going to find out I'm very real with all this. You are not going to have a business without investing in your business. Let me be, it is not up to Avon to put all the investment into your business. You need to know what you can invest, and I will tell you the one thing I invested in more than anything else was not samples and everything else. It was brochures. But when I gave those brochures out, unless it was something I was leaving somewhere, I followed up. And remember, they can be used for another campaign too. It's not like you got to throw them away if you don't use them. Even if they're expired, you can still use them as a demo brochure and give them to people and say, hey, I'm going to get you the best price I can. Let me see if I can still get it. They have everything for the whole, yes, the whole thing with everything. Everything they're selling is in there for that campaign. And it's good for the whole month if you think about it. But you're also going to have, but there's still new products in every brochure. So you could say, I'm just going to get them once a month, and that's okay. But just make sure you're getting some of both so you don't miss out on the new stuff and you don't miss out on the specials that are there, okay? The way you're going to know if stuff sells out, one, watch our groups. That's the place it comes out first. Team Onward, Onward no matter what. Believe me, I've got reps who post that stuff as soon as it comes in. But if you want to know, just like we're here now, you saw how when you went, when I went to the Christmas tree, how it said it was no longer available. That's how I find out how most of my stuff is not available. Now, if something's being discontinued, you're absolutely going to see that we have a discontinued list on youravon.com that you can go down and get when you first sign on. Let me see if I can find that real quick, see if it's down here. We're going to go down here. This is the new and the now. This shows you everything new. Special offers right here when you're looking. This is the beauty buzz. This is great. You'll see I post all the articles from this in our group separately so you can read them, but this is everything new that's coming out. We also have shareable videos here that you can put on your social media. Avon calls this, this is what they call your dashboard at a glance. Let me see, I got to figure out where the other thing is though. Hold on, guys. Let me. Oh, it might be here. Okay, inventory alert. See where it says news, Wendy? You go down here, it says inventory alerts. And if you click on that, inventory alerts and service updates. Important product update, like if they're taking something off sale, note on the holiday inventory, and then hello and goodbye, fourth quarter discontinued products. All of this is here. So all you have to do is make sure you look under news and hit that inventory alert. So hopefully that'll help you out there, okay? So let's get back to the ordering thing. So, okay, so let's just say I have all my products in there. I got more orders to put in, but we're just going to deal with this and this. Let's say everything is in. There's a little card over here. Everybody can see that. Has 30 in there right now. It says I have 30 items in there. If I click on that cart, it says my open orders, and then it says view orders. I'm going to click on view orders. It's spinning. Okay, let me see here. I want to make sure you can see all this. Okay, open orders down here. That's not good. I got to move you over here. I'm going to try to put you all the way over. Okay, so you'll see here, Molly Stone bib. I don't know what I put in it, but obviously was that. Oh, okay. These are things for me. So to give to you guys. So here's my orders right here. It says order summary. Hold on one second. I've got to go in and put something in that you're actually going to make a commission on. These are business tools I have on. So hold on one second. Let me go in and put a couple of things in here really quick so that I want to be able to show, Wendy, I want you to be able to see where it takes it off. So hold on one second. Let me put these two things in here. I'm going to add that. 875-286. We want one of those. I'm going to add that. Okay. Now let me go in where it's going to show you this. I'm going to go now. I got 32 items in here. I'm going to view the order card. Let me see what it's saying. Can we get t-shirts? That will help me advertise. They are just trying to come up with a new vendor right now. What size do you wear, Wendy? In the, you know, large, extra large, what do you wear? I might be able to help you out there. I can be that person. Let me see what I got here. Let me see what I got here. If I got something, you might get a surprise in the mail. You never know. Just be checking your mailbox. You never know. Okay, let me look here. How we doing? Okay, so here we go. So I put in Judy's order in here, $49.99, right? So subtotal, $78.48 with offers applied, which means something was on sale. It says my earnings, $19.99, okay? I'm like, wow, okay, we've got that. So it's going to tell you what is your earnings, what are you going to be paying? So watch this, hold on. This reminds you, don't forget to order your brochures. Do you want to add them? If you say yes, it's going to bring you up right where we were, and it's going to help you add them. I'm going to press no for now. Okay, so when this comes up, it's going to ask you, okay, everything's going to finalize. It's going to say, this is your earnings. It's going to say, this is how much you need to pay us. And then it's going to ask you how you want to pay them. Debit card, PayPal, whatever it is that you want to do. You're going to pay them. It's going to give you a confirmation. It's going to be done. And normally you get your order within 3 to 5 days. Now that's according to where you're at in the United States. Here, if I place my order on a Tuesday, I get it no later than Friday. I'm in North Carolina. It comes from Ohio. So according to where you're at, you don't know. I can't place my order right now, guys, because I don't have all my orders in. Do we get people to pay in advance if they order? It's always a good idea. It's always a good idea to get somebody to pay you, at least to give you 50%. Have them put a deposit down so at least and you can give them a receipt for that. You can say, okay, they ordered X, Y, and Z. They paid me $25 of a $50 order. They're going to pay me the remainder upon delivery of the order. A lot of people will just pay you up front. And for people who aren't sure they want to, Wendy, be smart. Tell them to go to your e-store then. You're still making the same amount. Take all the work out of your hands and let them go to your e-store and place the order on there and register as a customer. That's the best way to do it if somebody has a problem with giving you the money. I don't really run into people having a problem giving me the money, especially if they're serious. And if you share your e-store first, like on the labels on the back of my books, I share that because I can give them the Welcome 10 code. And Welcome 10 is if they order from you the very first time, they get 10% off their order if they use Welcome 10. So it's great if they are, but I do know there are those customers, they just want to order from the representative in person. And there isn't anything wrong with that. That's absolutely fine. Yes, they can pay you with credit card. I'll tell you what you can do. It's crazy. If you know how much their order is going to be, you can take their credit card information, and if you don't have something like Square, or a lot of people can pay you through Facebook or PayPal, they can send the money to you, you can actually make that payment to Avon. So let's say you had, let's say your order was $100 and somebody owed you $50. You could put in the order and make a payment with their credit card information. You're going to need their card number, their address, the expiration, and the 3-digit code. And yeah, the zip code, because it's going to ask you for their address. You can put their payment in. When it comes out in their statement, it's going to say Avon on their statement, that's who they made it to. That's another protector too. You've used it to pay Avon. And then if you have another $50 that's yours you have to pay, you just pay that amount with another card, with your card or somebody else's card. I put all my customers' credit card payments for their orders through the Avon system. And that's a huge help. You're absolutely right. So the great thing is we have a lot of flexibility as a representative. So whatever you feel like you need to do it so it's good for you either way. Okay, so as far as them placing their order, look, the order thing, don't make it any more difficult than it needs to be. Let's look at a couple of things real quick. Let me take you back up here to there's a search bar here, okay? If you're looking for something and you don't know, well, I don't know what it is. Let's put, let's say they wanted to know skin so soft, okay? But you didn't know, you couldn't remember what they wanted, but there were two different, look at this. I put in skin so soft, and everything that has the name Skin So Soft in it is going to come up and tell you what the price is on that. So use that search button, and if you still can't find it, you're going to contact your upline, and she's going to let you know. So it's going to be okay. We're going to help you out wherever we can. Avon U, I got to tell you, I know some of the classes can be boring, but the information is good, especially what they give the beginner representatives, the things you need to know. Learning your e-store site. Now we will get into the whole going and redoing your e-store if you want to. We'll get into Avon social media. We're going to get into all this stuff in the coming months and coming weeks and everything. But obviously, because orders come up every 2 weeks, that's why we started there, some things. And then we're also going to do things like, how are events good? And we're going to do things like, what are the top 10 things at an event that you should do? Or how to start a conversation to get a brochure in somebody's hand. That takes me all of 2 seconds. Hey, I'm a local Avon representative. Do you have one? No, I don't have one. Oh, wow, I got a brochure right here. Would you like one? And if you'd like to get one every campaign, if you'll just text me your name and address, I'll make sure you get a brochure every campaign so you don't miss any sales. I'm not talking about coming to their door. I'm not talking about interfering with their life, but I am giving them a way to get what they want if they really do want to be an Avon customer. So we're going to talk about these things. We're going to talk about how to fit Avon into your life instead of your life into Avon, because when you're trying to do that, it don't work. But you got to be ready. If you go out to war, if you go to school, no matter what you do, you have to be prepared. If you don't have the tools you need to be successful, if you don't have them ready to give to people, you are not going to be successful. It's that simple. There is just no two ways about it. If you're going to go to school and you don't have paper, you don't bring your books, you don't bring your pencils and pens and everything else, they're going to flunk you for not being unprepared. So you have to know what tools you're going to use, and it's different for everybody, but I feel like if you have the advantage of some of these other tools, you can use that. And hey, and for anybody watching this and you end up not being the one to get one of these, you can go to Staples and you can get a regular holder. I think they're like $4 or $5 a piece, and you can put something that says Avon and it's a holder. They have them in all the places. Anyways, I have a bunch of those hard plastic ones that I use when I did events all the time. So don't think if you're not picked for that, that sucks and that's going to be a bad thing for you. No. There's always something different that you can do to invest in yourself. That's just a really great advertising thing there. And I'm pretty sure I know who's going to get those anyway. So it's all going to be good. Let me see here. Yeah, organization is key. And I would love to tell you there's one way to be organized. There isn't, because my organized could be completely different from your organized. When my kids were still home, oh my God, it required a whole different thing for me. But when my kids were grown now and they're out of the house, now my organized looks completely different than what it did. And things that were really important to me in the beginning. I mean, think about this. At first I had 2 other jobs, and by the way, because they were the money makers, I had to pay attention to those first. So I had to figure out completely how was I going to fit Avon into my life, into my other jobs, into me going to the grocery store, going to the doctor, going to the dentist, going through the McDonald's drive-thru, going to Chick-fil-A. I was ready. I was ready. I had brochures. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Look at that Dottie. I'm having a squirrel moment. Oh my gosh. Look at that. You are adorable. Look at you, baby. Oh my gosh. But you have to be ready. If you're not ready, and by the way, pets, dogs, cats, all of that, they're a great conversation starter. And then when they're smiling, you'd be like, can I interest you in the name of my brochure since you love my doggy? Because I want to help you out. So see, everything is a conversation maker. You walk in the dog no matter what you're doing. Look, this business can be fun, ladies. Can be absolutely fun and awesome. It can be frustrating. It can be sometimes irritating. It can be fulfilling. This is a life journey right here. This is something that can help you be brave. It can help you be a little more outgoing. It can help you step out of your box. You don't learn it. Oh, what? She got birds too. She's like Miss Dr. Doolittle. Oh my gosh. It's like she have other animals and the cool ones. Oh my gosh. That's so cool. I love it. So try to figure out, you're going to figure out in the coming campaigns. Okay, now I'm really believing that this is Dr. Doolittle, because who comes up with all these animals all at once? Wow, it's pretty. Oh my gosh, gorgeous. Oh, okay, I'm a little jelly because I ain't got no animals or no birds, and they used to be able to call me Dr. Doolittle. No more, thank you very much. But okay, so that's awesome. But hey, they're conversation starters. That's great. So we're going to be learning about everything. And look, I would love to be able to say, oh, we'll stay on here for 6 hours and I'll teach you about returns and this and that. I don't believe in teaching you about stuff that you haven't encountered yet. We will learn these as we go along. We will learn stuff, and if something comes up and you need to know before then, that's when you reach out to your leader. That's when you reach out to me and you figure out if your leader doesn't know, your leader's going to contact me. But you try to figure out what you need to know. If you try to shove everything in your brain all at once, you're going to feel like you're running around chasing your tail. The most important thing is letting people know what you do, making sure you're wearing a pin, a button, a shirt, as Wendy said, having those brochures ready, because I cannot tell you how many times, look, I'm an Uber driver part-time, and in the back of my seats, I have the books ready to go, and they say, take me, I'm free. And I have to tell you that they see those, oh my gosh, can I have one? Well, yeah, it says take me, I'm free. Yeah, you can have one. It's awesome, you can. And that is how I acquire customers. Signs on my car. People see that I'm Avon. Oh, do you have to have a brochure? It works, but people don't know to ask you unless you've got something that tells them what you do. So it's so important to have that. So I think we have filled your brain in the meantime. Wendy, you should be getting, this week you should be getting your welcome packet from me, your welcome email from me. You should be getting a text from me that introduces you. I think you're already in the groups. I think Stacy put you in there, but you should be getting all that from me. So that way you have a little bit more direction with some of this, so that's a good thing. And again, anybody else who's on the call who you didn't get one, you're not sure, you'd like to go through and look at this, let me know in the email. Again, anybody new who's come on, molly7720@gmail.com. You're going to put Zoom and the regarding and the things that I have showed, whether it's the brochure holders, whether it is the clipboards or the notepads or the hats that go with it. Why do you want these things? How will they help your business? I want to know that if I'm giving up oh, now look, Stacy's in the act now. Look at that. We got another doggy. Oh I miss my doggy so much. I lost my doggy a year ago. I miss him so much. He's so absolute. Look at, oh my God, I just can't do it. I just love dogs so much. I can't stand it. I'm gonna say, okay, I'm gonna come to your house. The doggy's gonna love me, and I'm gonna be the babysitter. I'm gonna be the babysitter. Oh my gosh. So I want to know how this is going to benefit you guys. Well, how is this going to benefit you? Because one thing I've learned in 15 years of Avon is I can give stuff away to my team all day long. And it's great. I can give you products. I can give you samples. What I hate to hear is when I give people business tools and they're still sitting in the same box by the wall because they've done nothing with it, because they don't want to get out of the box and ask, can I put this here? They get a no. Somebody goes, no, I'm sorry. You can't put that in my shop. I already have an Avon rep. And they completely go, forget it. I'm not asking anybody else. The name of the game here is getting past the no's and going forward until you find your yes. If you are not willing to go forward to find your yeses, these tools do you no good. I don't care if you buy it yourself or I'm giving it to you. But I want to be a part of helping you find out who you want to be in this business, how you want this business to benefit you. And I just don't mean business-wise. I mean, some people get into this, they're trying to make friends. They know that they want a new house, a new car. They need gas money. They're tired of struggling. They want to take their kids to the movies. I wanted to order pizza for my kids, and I didn't want my van repossessed. That's what took me. I was going through a bad divorce, guys. I mean, if you go through YouTube and watch my story, it's crazy what I've come from. But Avon has been a part, not because of how great Avon is, and I think they're great, but because of what I was willing to put into this business, because I believed in their products and I believed this fit into my life and I could work this over, because I didn't have to have parties. The thing that turned me off from Mary Kay is they wanted me to go everywhere and have parties, and they wanted me to dress up in high heels, and it was not my jam, okay? I was not doing it. It was not my jam. But I love my Mary Kay ladies. I like a lot of their products. But Avon was a good fit for me. And you've got to figure out where the fit is for you. And I believe it absolutely can be done. Talk about the opportunity. You don't need, I mean, look at Stacy. Stacy goes in. She's got somebody already on her team. She doesn't know everything there is to know about this business, but she's like, you know what? I'm learning as I go. You can learn with me. Let's do it together. Let's have fun. Let's figure out what we can do with this. That is what our tribe is about. That's what our team Onward is about. That is what these meetings are about. This is about us getting together and uplifting and supporting one another, that even when times are tough and you're like, man, this isn't moving fast enough for me. I feel you. We've all been there. I know. And when they don't have a product, oh my gosh, I'm losing my mind. Only lose your mind for a moment, because the longer you keep losing your mind, the longer you're losing that potential customer who could be coming, you could be talking to. So, and I always tell people, if you can get through Christmas at Avon and still be intact and say, I still want to be a rep, I got to tell you something, you can get through anything in this business then, because it is the hardest struggle that we have. Let me take a look at the chat one more time, because I want to make sure I'm not missing anything. Let me also stop this share. Hold on, so we can do it. There we go. Let's stop that share. Yes, she is wonderful. Absolutely. Oh my gosh. You got a friend to sign up. That's so awesome. I'm so good. Oh, wait a minute. What is it? Look, I missed a bunch of these. What in the world? Where have I been? And I know, which is awesome. Pure romance parties, hubba hubba. They're my favorite. I never laughed so hard in my life as pure romance parties. I just laughed. Then I come home and tell my husband about it, and he's like shaking his head, like, really, you gonna come home and tell me about this? Oh my gosh. So yes. So yeah. Look, you're all wonderful. You all know where you want to go. You got a friend to sign up. You know what to do. And remember this. You got a friend to sign up. There's a way to do it. You want them to go to startavon.com, and then you want them to put in your reference code. And that is the end of your e-store site. Like mine is /Molly Stone. You want them to, I want them to put in the Molly Stone. If yours is Wendy Fowler or W Fowler, you want them to put that in as a reference code to make sure that person is linked to you. And no matter what, or they can go directly to your e-store site and click the opportunity. And if they go do all of that, that should link them directly to you also. The number one way to make sure they're linked to you is tell them, once you've done it, please text me and let me know you've signed up, because then you can go check. You should be getting an email from Avon that says, hey, somebody just signed up underneath you. Congratulations. Because we only have said amount of time that if something glitches and they go under somebody else, we only have a shorter window to get that fixed. So if that ever happens, you want to make sure you contact me so we can get that fixed. It doesn't happen as much anymore, but every now and then it is. So that is good. Leaving brochures all over the place, that is the key. But remember too, follow up. When you're talking to people, follow up is what gets the order. You want to call them or text them and go, hey, I'm getting ready to put my order in. What can I get you from that brochure I handed you? That is like huge. So you want to make sure that you're doing that. So, oh no, Wendy, you could have signed people up your first day, baby. Yeah, you good. You sign up anybody you want to sign up. Jump on it, as they say. You are good. You are active already. You're placing your first order for brochures and stuff tomorrow. You're in like Flint. So bring them in. That benefits you. And think about this too. If a person you brings in, if they come in and they place in their first or second order $150 or more order and pay for it, Wendy, that's $50 extra in your pocket. Think about that. And that's e-stores and personal all together. If the number is $150 or more in their first or second order, you make a $50 bonus for that person up to your first 3 people. Think about that. So that's just extra money, right? That's just extra money. Not to mention, Wendy, you and Stacy, now you're already trying to jump into this. This is great because you also make 3% off their sales as long as you put in an order. And if their order, they put in an order of $50 or more, you're going to make 3%. 3% off that. It doesn't sound like a lot, but think about it. They've done all the work. And you're making 3%. But as you grow, like for instance, you start out your promoter and then your star promoter. And if you make bronze ambassador, that goes up to like 6%, 8%, 10%. The higher you go, the more you do, the bigger your team sales are, the more percentage you're going to make. So that is the residual income. But while you're doing that, build that customer base, because that is the right now money. The money of you making the 40% or the 30% or wherever it is that you're at in that campaign, that is your money that's making sure what you're trying to pay is getting paid. So support one another. Make sure that you're in the groups. Do we have specials just for reps like make a pack? Normally you're going to see that in the demo book. I know you haven't gotten one yet, I don't think, Wendy. But they will look. Let me show you. Hold on. Let me pull mine out here. You are going to get big books that say what's new right here, a lot bigger than the brochure, very thin, but this comes free. You don't have to order it. If you place an order, it comes in your order. And it's going to tell you not only everything new that's coming out in the coming campaigns, but if they have like sample bundles or they have skincare bundles or makeup bundles, they don't happen every campaign. But if they do, I like this. Like this time, it's going to be all the different skin so-softs. It's and they're going to give you 30% earnings right away from that. So the thing is, you make sure you look through that, and not the brochure cost of it, but whatever you pay out of your demo, that's the amount that goes towards your sales total, okay? We'll talk more about that with the demos, but this is great so that you are preparing yourself for what is coming. And like up here, it says, this is the demo book for campaign 1. So it lets you know, okay, this is starting of the new year here. This is what we have coming for you. So we're hoping they're going to keep those, the new daddies are. I don't really know what they're doing with all this yet. All I know is right now they're still coming in the box, so I'm happy we still have them. So you want to use this for your advantage, okay? You guys got anything else that you can think of? Are we good, at least for this training? I will take this. Make sure you send me your emails. Those watching the replay, this has to be within 48 hours of the call. And then what I'll be doing is, when I draw for this, I will, if you're not part of the Team Onward group, you need to get in there, because that's where I put all the winners when I draw them, all of that good stuff. So you want to make sure that you try to. Sometimes what keeps us going is the encouragement of the tribe that you're a part of. And we all support each other in there, which is really good. In the Onward No Matter What group, the ideas in there are endless. There's 17,000 reps in there all over the country. I don't know what made me do that 5 years ago, but on most days it's a good day unless they start. Team Onward is good, but also, Wendy, there's Onward No Matter What. You'll get that in my stuff. I'll send that to you. Stacy can probably too add you if you're Facebook friends, and I'll approve you in there. If you're not, you may be in that one too. Team Onward is our personal team. Onward No Matter What is what I do to support all representatives all over the world, Canada, UK, everywhere. Just something that I do to give back. So you're going to do the drawing for the book and the things to put in my salon. I'm going to do that, but I have to give it the 48 hours to have other people watch this. And because some people were working and they couldn't be on it, so I have to give them a shot. So I've got to get this going. If you guys want to go back when the replay is put up, what we end up doing is you can go back and say, I know Molly said something about this. It'll be on the YouTube. You'll be able to do that. Subscribe to my other YouTubes. Look up anything that you want on that. And then whatever you need in the meantime, just check with your leader or contact me, whatever you need to do. We'll do this again next month. I may, like I said, start doing this twice a month, but that won't start till 2020 if I am going to do that. Right now, we're going to see if this helps, if you guys still want to do this, and make sure we're going to have people show up, and we'll be good. Okay? All right, everything is good. You guys have a great rest of your week, and looking forward to seeing your orders. Talk to you guys soon. Thanks.